Hi everyone, welcome again to Ms. Mary Mac 73. Today I'm actually going to share with you all something about my brushes. I know that I just shown you guys like all of my brushes that I collected over time. I collected most of these, like I said before, at the cosmetic company store or the CCO, and I just want to show you guys because they are expensive. I mean, don't get me wrong, even if you are starting out. And to be honest, I didn't start out with these brushes because to me, I was like, when I first started and until I was actually going to get into it, I was not going to spend so much money on like one particular brush, because seriously, like one of these brushes, like your face brush, can run you anywhere between $35 to $50, and that's just insane to me, really. So what I first did was I actually went out and I got the holiday collection, these brushes, okay, and these, I always was curious as to what the quality was in comparison to the real thing, and I'm actually going to discuss that with you guys today. So the first usually discussed brush is the skunk brush, or that's what I call it, the 187. So this is really good for powder and stippling and putting on your foundation, and this is what the real one looks like, or the full-size version. They're about the same. This one, the full-size one, is just a little bit thicker, but they're about the same. So see, it's about the same. This one is just a little bit fuller, but for a travel size, or if you're just starting out, I believe that this is just as good. The material is about the same. I will say that this is just a tad bit coarser than this one. So other than that, they're pretty much identical. So, and then in the next one is my 129. Now I do have the 129 in a right here. So again, the bristles are a tad bit longer on the travel size, and it's a little bit thinner. See that? This one is a little bit thicker, and this one tends to be a little bit wider. See? If I press it down. But again, it's just about the same. It's about the same. This one does give a little more give, so that's the one thing I didn't much care for it. This one. So I actually do have the short-handled 129 brush, and again, I purchased the short-handled 129 brush at the cosmetic company store. So I paid $24 for it as opposed to the $34 that they actually have it for online. So, yep, see that? So this is the only one that I really found to be different, but if you're just using it to apply your foundation or your mineralized skin finish, then I think it's perfectly fine. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you guys is my contouring brush. Okay, again, it's about the same. This one is a little bit darker because I've used it a lot more. I tend not to use this one as much, but it's about the same. So the bristles on this one is a little bit softer. On the full-size version, it's a little bit softer, but again, it's fine. So I actually bought the short-handled brushes, or my travel brushes, at Nordstrom's during Christmas, and they were 3 sets for $35. So I thought it was a really good deal. Instead of one brush for like $35, I got 5 brushes. So I thought it was a really good deal, and again, I mean, you can't beat this. Plus, and the only reason I'm coming out with this right now is because Nordstrom's is coming out with their anniversary brush set. So there's a whole bunch of, they have 2 brush sets coming out, and one of them does contain the skunk brush, alright? And then the other brush I was just going to show you guys is the 239, your eyeshadow, your shader brush. So again, these tend to be a little bit or well, the full-size versions tend to be a little bit stiffer, but other than that, they're just about the same. Again, these are not as white any longer as these are, because I tend to use these a lot more, considering I think I do my makeup a lot, you know, either just as I get to work, or, you know, when I'm sitting in the garage at work and I'm just like putting on my makeup there. So okay, so I mean, this is just a quick overview about the brushes. The other thing that I will say is the 217. I don't much care for the 217 because the travel size one, because it is a little fatter, and the travel brushes don't come with a good blending brush other than the 217. So I don't much care for it because it has like all those straggly hairs. See that? But other than that, I think it's really good. And the only other brush that I might not necessarily care for is the 263, which is your eyeliner brush. Here you go. Look at how thick that one is. See that? I don't know if you can see how thick that is, but that is really thick in comparison to this one. See that? It's really thin in comparison. This one seems to be more of a brow shader brush because of the thickness, because I don't think that I would use this brush to put on eyeliner. See that? So that's just my opinion. So I don't use this one as an eyeliner. I use it as a brow to apply. You know, if you use powder for your eyebrows, to shade in your eyebrows, then I would use this one. But other than that, I think everything else is roughly the same. I mean, so other than those two things, I think everything else is a really good buy. So that's my 252. This is my 242. This is good for emollient products. However, like your paint pots or your paints, unfortunately, because of their paint pots, I tend to use my fingers a lot more than I do these. So, alright. So that's just my quick 2 cents, that if you're going to try it, if you want to get the MAC brushes, and if you're just starting out, then try to go for the travel size ones. Either at Nordstrom's, right now they're launching something for their anniversary, or try going to your local CCO and picking up the brushes there. They have the heirloom brush sets, and I just saw these brushes at the cosmetic company store, or they sell these individually, so you can get them one by one, and it's a really good deal. So yeah, so I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.